folks, today on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel, riding the struggle bus. Come and join me. Cats. Cats. Contact. Well, good after morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. Today we got a little bit of fun fixing the Ventrac tractor, which is in the shop right here. I want to introduce you. You saw this probably in the last video where I was working on the Ventrac where I broke it. But this is a truck that my neighbor had. We've got it here on the farm right now. It's a mechanic special. You'll see a little more of that coming soon. Let me just give you a little teaser before we go take care of the animals and critters. So pretty decent little truck. However, let me show you the mechanic special part. Some of the window tint is messed up. The paint, the clear is starting to flake off of the paint. And this is my main mechanic special concern. You'll see more of this in a future video, but these are the headers, and they ain't supposed to do that. So you'll see more of that in a future video. We've got the Ventrac tractor. Let me just pop the garage door open real quick and show you. Oh. So if you didn't see the last video, I broke the Ventrac again. We've got both swivels out right here, and we have a whole box of goodies from the Ventrac store. So lots of repairs, and we're gonna be doing that here in just a second. But first thing I gotta do is just take care of my critters. So we're gonna go out here, feed these cows, roll out a hay bale to them, and show you guys what I did, which was not recommended. Before we go any further with today's video, I want to give a quick shout out to today's day sponsor, Bluetti. This is the Bluetti Elite 300 2400 watt 3014.4 watt hour portable power station. Gone are the days of having to fuel up, carry gas, and hear a loud generator going wah, wah, wah. Where we use this is out on the farm in a lot of places. We use it as a backup for our refrigerators and freezers that store our beef here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. And if I need portable power on a piece of equipment that's way on the other side of the farm, then I can haul this across the farm, hook it up, and have a portable power source. The Bluetti Elite 300 is the most compact 3 kilowatt hour portable power station that you can get. It's less bulk with 11 different options for power, including a TT30R for your RV. You can charge it via a regular outlet up to 1800 watts, or via solar up to 1200 watts, or you can combine AC and DC charging for 2400 watts max charging. So you can recharge this thing in 1.6 hours. It's instant power without the noise, fuss, and smell of gasoline or diesel generators. You can run a TV for 24 hours or your refrigerator for up to 59 hours, a coffee maker, smartphone, power tools, or even a microwave. The Bluetti Elite 300 offers clean, instant power on demand to keep you connected, keep your food safe, or portable use around your home, campsite, or farm. Take your phone, scan the QR code right there. If there's a discount, we'll post it right here and we'll post it down the video description. A huge shout out to Blue Eddy for sponsoring today's video here on the Stoney Ridge Farm and giving me a portable power option to take and go charge batteries throughout the farm, which is something super cool. We're gonna go charge up the battery on the old F350 pickup right now. Thank you guys. Let's get on back to work. Contact. Morning, kids. What's Donnie doing here? What in the world? You all right, bud? Look at Donnie. Is Donnie okay, kids? He's trying to get up. What is that? I ain't never seen him act like that before. That's a little weird. I think he's trying to sling his head to get himself up, but I don't know. Let's get in here and get this hay bale unrolled. Oh, there he goes. He's up. The cows want to come to an open gate. Guys, come on now. Get back, 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 back. We're not gonna be able to feed you if you don't get back. Yeah, dang ding dongs.
Get back. We're not coming out. I'm coming in. You're not coming out.
Stay back.
Get back.
Get your butt back. Bud. Get a lot of questions about the hay netting. Is it recyclable? No, it's not. It's garbage, it's trash. I hate to make trash, but it's trash. Get a lot of questions about the hay bale. Well, this has been sitting out. It's okay. See how good it is underneath there? Probably 2% bad. And then we get a little bit of ground contact right here, but this flakes right off, guys. This goes right back to feeding the soil, or it goes on the cow's ear. What are you doing? And it rolls out on the land. So this feeds the land too. Feeds the cows and feeds the land. Here's what I was not supposed to do, or supposed to not do. This is my septic field. Guess what? I got the cows out here. I'm rolling hay out on top of this. As long as it's not super wet, I don't have any trouble whatsoever. The worry was there are 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 septic field lines. They come off of my shop building up here. And the folks that were with the county told me, don't run your cows on top of this or they will destroy it. Well, the only way they're going to destroy it is if they can get their hoof down 16 inches or deeper into the soil so that they could touch the leach field area. And they're not touching it. They're not getting into that. So the deepest they're probably going is about 4 inches. The county also mentioned compaction. Well, if the soil will leach water out of it, then why would I even need to worry about compaction? The cows aren't compacting the soil too much. You watch this cow walk through here real quick. It's a big girl. This is one of the biggest cows we got. This is Blue Eyes. And she's not sinking up. I'm not worried about it. You can see this is probably the wettest area right here. And they're not sinking up in here. So if I get a torrential downpour, then I got to get the cows off of this for sure. But for now, we're just going to leave it just the way it is. Donnie is acting a little strange today, and I don't know what's up with him. Let's walk over and look at Donnie before we get started working on this mechanic project. Day 38. Donnie, you all right, bud? Never trust your bull. He might give me the stinky eye. You hear that? You all right, bud? I'm checking on you. I don't know if he's not all right. I ain't getting too close to him. I can just tell you that. Oh, always finding something new in the pasture. All right, let's get up here. I got to go hook up to another hay bale real quick. The hay that we're using right here is from across the farm. The reason I'm doing that is simply because we've ran out of hay on this side of the farm. It's springtime almost, and everything, I don't know if you guys can tell, but we got green coming. All the trees are starting to bloom. Within the next 3 weeks, we should have enough grass and we can start weaning these cows off of hay. That is the goal, the primary goal with the farm right now. Keep the mud down, not destroy the septic field, and start feeding hay. here we go, baby. I don't know how all this is gonna go, but I'm hoping it all goes okay. The caster wheels here are probably gonna be the hardest part of this because I've got to put new bearings in these caster wheels. These are the old bearings and they're really not that bad. They move just about as good as the bearings that I just bought brand new. So we may end up, I'm just gonna hang on to these and I'm not gonna throw them away because you never know when we might have another bearing blowout like we had with this. So the story goes, I was out mowing with the Ventrac. If you don't know about this tractor, it is a little beast. We nicknamed it the Honey Badger because it just don't care about nothing. It will straight up eat through brush, mow the yards beautiful, keep up the property, maintains the property really well. This is not a sponsored video from Ventrac. It's just a tool that I use every single day here on the farm. Now, I did go to our local Pittsburgh steel seller. I happen to be in the neighborhood of our favorite tool store, Harbor Freight, China Freight. And I picked up this guy right here. And this is a hone, all right? So I don't even know if it's gonna fit in here. Now I know it's not gonna fit in here. This is a cylinder hone, and my thought process here, this may fit, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fit. This is a cylinder hone. It was gonna go inside here and help clean these up. So one of these is good, and one of these is scarred up inside. And it's this one that's scarred up inside. It's got some gouges taken out of it. I may end up having to just get in there with a file or a wire brush and cleaning that guy out. But I've got to put new bearings in it. So what you're gonna see here is I broke the blade off in the spindle, and the spindle had a nut on it. This is the nut that was evidently cross-threaded and welded itself to the spindle. You see, there's no threads left right here. I'm gonna take this to a machine shop and see if I can get it returned and see if I can get a bolt that'll fit that, because there's no sense in throwing away a good spindle. This spindle is expensive, super expensive. I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to waste it. We did get a new spindle and all new parts to replace all this stuff, plus new blades. And I'm going to go ahead and swap out all the old blades for the brand new blades. I got some nut and bolt containers over at the Harbor Freight. This is fun. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, but this is a project not for the faint of heart. I think most people would probably take it to the Ventrac dealer and have all this done, but I think we got this. What else we got in the box? A new spindle, which, yeah, it's the same spindle. Looks good. I was a little bit worried there. It didn't look like the same spindle. Pop that guy off. Okay, cool. And the new spindle comes with a new keyway right there, which is super important. That's the keyway. Has to be in place. It spins awesome, nice and free. All these knick-knack, little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone junk that I lost. The two spacers, the two snap rings, washers, nuts where I broke them. Some of these nuts are right-hand thread and some of them are left-hand thread, so it's important that we have the appropriate nut. Now, did we get the right spindle? Is the spindle a left-hand thread or a right-hand thread? Part number 401033. Part number 401033, okay? Looks like the same part number. Double check before we get it all put together. This should be a right-hand thread where I put my blade on. Thank goodness. Whew. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab my new spindle, new home, right there. Get that belt out of the way. Don't wanna go in there, bud? Why don't you wanna go in there, buddy? That does not want to go in place. Let's look at this and see what we got. You screw up and get the wrong part? I don't think so. They do. It goes in from the bottom. This is going to be tough to do one-handed. 1 bolt, 2 bolt, 3 bolt, 4 bolt, vice grip. There you go, buddy. Note to self, I do have this thing propped up appropriately on some jack stands so I don't get squished. We're also up on a couple ramps right here. Oh, so we could get up a little higher. Here's what I gotta do. I gotta slide that thing up in there and get a couple of these nuts started. I do want to tell you, this thing breaking like this is not the fault of Ventrac. It is my fault. I evidently didn't notice that a wear item was wearing, and that's why it's all to pieces right now. So it's not Ventrac's fault. 2 started. All right. Spindle's looking like a pretty simple job here. I like that. So I put that vice grip on the top so I wouldn't have to hold this. And the vice grip's holding in place, which is good. I could use my impact right here, but if I use my impact, I know what's gonna happen. The vice grip is gonna come off. So I wanna have good continuous pressure on this and not jiggle the snot out of it with that vice grip. Oh, come on, baby. Yep, there went that vice grip. Let's try it again. I think we'll get there. Gosh, well, okay. Let me make sure it's centered up top real quick. He's all centered. I'm gonna hammer down here with the impact. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. We need some rain right now for sure. Oh, it's starting to rain on me. I got a good shop while I'm working outside because I like it outside. My belly's getting soaked. All right, vice grip. Oh. Yeah, that would do, boy. So we got that. Might as well, while we're in the getting rained on, might as well just stay under here. We're gonna go ahead and pull these blades off and replace those. There are 3 blades under here. This blade, and this blade. There is a washer that goes in between this little U section and that blade. So we'll go ahead and put our new parts on first. Here's the reason we're replacing the blades. See that one? It's shaped like a U. Okay, it's bent, clearly bent. Bad blade. These blades are reversible. Dull one side, flip the blade over, and you can use them 2 different ways. Really cool. Come on, bud. I'm having a little issue getting my bolt through this washer that holds the blade on. So I need to open that up a little bit. I think just a little file work will do it. I don't want to go in there. Solution. Always some. Remember, your file only cuts one way. So if you go, you're flattening out your file and ruining it. It only cuts one way. It's like a shovel. Shovel shovels this way. It don't shovel that way. A lot of people will argue that with you. Go ahead and post it in the comments. Bam! Would you look at that, boy? Please don't make me have to get up and do this again. Test it, make sure it goes in. Yes, it goes in, good. Thank you. Does this go through? Yes, it goes through, good. Just like that. Dropped in. Righty-tighty. So 3/4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now. Progress, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Woo-wee, that's so nice. Yeah, baby. Later, Tater. Look at that, Daddy likey. Another bent blade. Out of here. Bam! Got all 3 blades on to make sure everything spins freely without whacking anything. Because boy, we beat the snot out of this. She's looking good. I do need to put a grease gun on this fitting right here and shoot a little grease in. Get that done and move up top. Now we got it. Forgot a part. What I'm seeing here is it's coming off of this little pulley right there, and it should be going off that little pulley in a different way. In other words, it's showing that it crosses here, not here, which tells me I gotta scratch my head here. Maybe I put it on wrong last time I did this. There we go. Okay, it looks like this tab is bent up. Can you guys see that? That's what it looks like. And you can see it's kind of bubbled out right here. It looks like this tab needs to go down ever so slightly. It actually looks like it's twisted. Hang on here. This looks like it's twisted down, and put this back on real quick. Seems like it needs to be up like that. I know, claw hammer's not the right tool, but it's what I got over here, so that's what we're gonna use. I think it's bent this way. Now let's see. I think I was on the money right there. Oh, washer. Drop it in. Still odd how this crosses right on top of that nut. Maybe it won't touch the nut once I put it on there. It's just odd that it would cross up right there. Well, one way to find out here is to make sure everything's all clear underneath and just start this puppy up and engage that and see what happens. We got it, but man, this seems way too close to that. It seems like that's gonna wear on the belt. It seems to me, so this has to line up off of that pulley onto this pulley. Let me get y'all a good line of sight here. Maybe after the fact, you guys can tell me what's wrong. It just doesn't seem appropriately lined up. It seems like this should be up and more flat and less angled, but it has to be angled because that belt comes off of that pulley and turns and goes to there. So it just is just rubbing so close. It just doesn't seem right. It's just rubbing so close to right there. We did put a spacer in underneath. Could it be that this is too low? Here, even further, I think this is too low. That one there is rubbing on this one here as well. We also have another situation where it's in a bind because it's cranked all the way up really, really high. Let me raise it up, lower it back down, and try that. If I bring it down and engage, let's see what happens. Still seems too close to this one here. Not too bad on this. I think I could put another washer underneath that, raise it up. Let me scratch my head on this for a second. See y'all in a minute. I got it, I found it. This pulley I replaced and I put it on backwards. So I took that bolt off and flipped this around, and now we've got plenty of room. Let's see what happens when we fire up the tractor. Contact. And engage PTO. Still flipping and flopping around a little bit here, but I think our belt tension is good. I think everything's good to go. The only other thing I could think of is maybe a little more tension here. You can see, but I think we're good. I think we got our new blades, our new spindle, our new pulley, onward and upward. Close this guy, and it's time to work on these two. Oh, now that's a wet butt. Alrighty then. So if I'm gonna put new bearings in this, I'm gonna have to really finagle these bearings in. Let me show you real quick. I think the first thing I gotta do is put a little lubricant down in there, and we'll do that. Next thing I gotta do is get these bearings to go down in and seat. Okay, so you can see that's sitting right on there. I've got to knock them in. What I'm gonna use is a socket to knock them in evenly. I need to make sure my socket will go down in there, which it will, and this is 1.25 inches. I am not a fan of this rain right now. I'm gonna go get some clean rags and make sure everything's dry. Assembly lube, kind of. Take this lube and shove it. Might regret doing the lube before I put the snap ring in, but it's too late to cry now. Okay, a little lube there. Good. Both snap rings weren't broken, it was only one, but I'm gonna put new snap rings in both sides just for fun, and I'm gonna hang on to the old one. So I just take my snap ring tool here, put that guy in. I'm gonna go in from the bottom because it's the easiest way, maybe. So these pliers apply pressure to open, right? I need them to apply pressure to squeeze them closed. Found some, woohoo! Oh, dang, boy. I'm gonna adjust that thing out right there and get her done. All right, those pinch. But are they wide enough to get in and get a hold to that? And the answer is no. But we're gonna try anyway. Oh, it's on there. I don't know how long it's gonna be on there. It's your right size dangum snap ring. I don't know if it. Ow, man. Oh, needle nose pliers would be smarter. God, dude, just go get your needle nose. Heaven forbid I have a flat tip screwdriver right here. Got a friend in me. Whoa! Oh, daddy, look at that. It's lining up perfect, man. So the groove the snap ring has to land in is coming up. Here we go. We should hear it go dink. Ooh. Oh, we're so close. Oh, we right there. Oh, did you hear it? Hot dog. Just need me a dibble dabble little schnobble dabble grease right there. Might as well have one on that one too. Thank goodness. Lube in there. Man, I'm happy this is going nice and smooth. Hit that like button. You like this kind of content. I like this kind of stuff. Here we go, baby. Don't know which end's up. They look the same. Pretty much the same. This is I'll show you how all this works in just a second. I'm gonna pop the lower one into place here. My finger down in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna go in really easy. That did it. We are all the way up to the snap ring, I think. Let me just tap it one more time with my tool here. Yeah. There we go. 2 spacers. This is odd. Snap ring, spacer in between to keep these 2 bearings from touching each other. And basically it just drops in. Let me show you. Just drops in right there. Kind of rides right on that bearing there. So that's it. Now we're gonna put the top bearing in there. Little lube. That's why I put that lube right there, so I could lubricate that. Okay, set this guy up there. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh, the Wuhan bearing. Here we go. Tap it in. That's it. It's on my snap ring. Let's get the swivel. We're almost on Swivel City here, baby. These are the solid tires. I recommend you get a Ventrac. I don't care if it's a whatever kind of mower it is, don't matter. Use the solid tires. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. I also ordered some new washers for this because it ate up the other washers on the other one. So we're just gonna put one shiny new washer on. There's a washer here on the bottom. This slides up into the hole. Look at that right there. A washer goes in. A nut goes on the top. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, so normal threads. You did the right size? That's the right size, Josh. We'll put it on super tight. Look right here. Check it out. We got a little gap right there. I want to pull it up. Okay. Check it. No play. No up and down play. Good to go. A little lube in there for good measure. Grease cup on the top. Good to go. Sealed bearing, right? Sealed bearing, but we're still going to go ahead and put a little lubricant in there because the lubricant actually goes right in between these 2 bearings. And what it does is it lubricates where the inside race of the bearing touches that through bolt that goes through there. Interesting. Next. So we did the easy one first because I wanted to make sure I kind of halfway knew what the heck I was doing. Problem with this one is it's scarred up. It's marred up in there. Marred up. Get marred up in there. You know. So, see that? It's marred up. And I think the way to unmar it up, was a dingleberry hone. I was gonna hone it, but I can't hone it. But the best thing next to a hone might just be this. So let's give it a try. We're gonna start in from the bottom, and we're gonna hone it with a socket. I'm gonna get grease on everything, everything. Here we go. Oh, daddy. Let's drop that rag down in there. Sure did take off all the burrs. There's a couple gouges in here. I don't know if y'all can see them. You probably can really see them now. There's a couple gouges right in there. You can see it's just not quite as shiny. And another gouge right there. This is where the bearing simply just came apart in there. It was just all two pieces. Let's do it again. Cleaned her up pretty dang good right there. No more burrs in there. Right there is how you do it, I guess. Never done this before, but now I know. Now, we got the snap ring in on the other side, pretty easy. What we did last time was just set it in and compress it a little bit until it went down. So let's try that one more time. You're down in there. Okay, she's down in there, set good. Get y'all better close up of this. So the snap ring is set down in here. The gap for the snap ring needs to go right where the grease fitting is, okay? So that your grease actually goes through and it doesn't just hit your snap ring. And we'll go back in with our 1 1/4 inch clutch socket from Northern Tool and Equipment. Shout out. Straighten it up, okay? Should go, you can see my snap rings right here. Should go right on in and snap into place. Listen. Not quite. Bam. Biggity bam. We'll go back in here with my snap ring pliers and I'm gonna rotate that snap ring around right there. Okay, my grease fitting is right in the center of my snap ring gap. You can see it down in there. I'm enjoying myself. It's always nice when a plan comes together in the rain. Man, I thought I was gonna be down for a month. I went to a different supplier. I'll post a link to those guys. They're a Toro dealer and an awesome supplier of Toro and Ventrac parts. I will post a link. Before I even go any further, let me call them out by name. You guys go into this shop. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the shop is called BT South. Super sharp, super knowledgeable, super good people that keep parts in stock and they actually care. BT South. Tell them old Stoney Ridge Farmer sent you. They'll get a kick out of it. Okay, tappy, tap, tap, tappy. Yep. This one don't want to go in quite as easy as that last one. I'm gonna be running this mower in a minute, baby. That's riding right up on my snap ring. It's good to go. Our spacer, drop it in. Our next burn from China. It's a little bit of a different bearing than the original one. I probably could have bought these bearings on Amazon for less, but who wants to do that? Oh yeah, that one went in nice. Line it up on the outer bearing race. Should hit that snap ring. Okay, no further pressure needed. In case y'all didn't see what the damage report was, the blade came off because it hit this and gouged it. It gouged the snot out of that thing. I hope it's not bent beyond repair. I think we're in good shape though. So let me go on and get my washer. What Grandma used to call it, your washer. And your washing machine. I'm actually gonna replace, look at how it gouged up that piece with the old bearing. And the washer looks fine. I'm just gonna leave it. Slide up, drop my washer on there. Hold it up with my knee, hopefully. And do not over tighten. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. This is the one that fell off. I probably should have bought this bolt. So we got a little wobble, little play in there. This one doesn't have the tire on it. Okay, that's all I need. What happened before? See, what had happened was I over tightened this, and that's what caused my bearing to fail. Why have a grease cap if it ain't got no grease in it, right? Let's go ahead and lubricate. It's your time to shine here, Lock and Lube. Oh, there we go. Pump. We'll be mowing in 5 minutes. Grease cap. Don't beat it up. Put a dent in it because you'll be ashamed later on. All this is a through bolt that holds this on. I find that a little odd, to be honest with you. When I get done, all my tools are gonna have to dry out, which is awesome. Every nut and bolt on a Ventrac is American. American as it gets. It's SAE, so you're not struggling trying to figure out what a 17 millimeter is, or a 3/4 or whatever, or 1642 millimeter .9er. It's all easy American. Simplicity. Something to be said for a well-engineered, simplistic machine. It may look like the Ventrac is always broken. It's because it gets used a lot on this property. Once again, I don't want to be a Ventrac salesman to you, but I do want to tell you, if you got a large property and you've got steep embankments or a big yard, a Ventrac is an indispensable piece of equipment on your farm, on your property. Let's make sure we're spinning freely. One more good turn. There we go. Yeah, what do you think of that? All right, all this was brush just a second ago. This is brush, guys. It's just overgrowth back in here behind my house. This is my house right here. You can barely see it through all of this undergrowth. See that? It's just a mess. It's just a thicket. That honey badger is the best thicket clearing machine I've ever seen. Aside from a forestry mulcher, that thing's awesome. Well, we got her fixed. We got our swivels swivel backing again, back to swiveling, and new blades, we're ready to break it again. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm glad you joined me today on the Stoney Ridge. If you want to see some more links to some cool videos, stick around to the end. There'll be some more cool links, guys. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. Be sure you come on back and see me on this 150 acre first generation farm in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Woo! Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Red. Hey there. Get a little mud on there, boy.
Please stop raining.
Get some.
Tell me about the good old days when the van track didn't break.
Found some. Woohoo! Oh, dang, boy. I'm gonna adjust that thing out right there and get her done. Grandpa, take me back to yesterday. Is your right size dangum snap ring? I don't know. Friend in me. You got a friend in me. Heaven forbid I have a flat tip screwdriver right here. Did I mention that it's raining yet? Take this lube and shove it. Oh, the Wuhan bearing. Here we go. More rain coming. That's the wrong size, Josh. Don't beat it up. Put a dent in it, because you'll be ashamed later on. Oh, now that's a wet butt. Alrighty then. Put her down, Buford. She's sucking mud.